Hello, my beautifuls, and welcome to the Wicked Exposed channel. To all my new online watchers, welcome, welcome. Come on in the room. And to my returning Soul Tribe members, welcome back once again as we kick our way through these wicked tarot streets. Over here on this channel, we sugarcoat nothing when it comes to these intuitive messages. Why? Because Spirit wants you to get all the smoke when it comes to these wicked energies. And with that being said, my loves, at the end of this intuitive message, if you like the way Spirit uses this vessel to help give you the confirmation that was needed to start your healing journey, then by all means, my loves, hit the like, share, and subscribe, and come vibe with the Empress J Tribe. I would love to have you as another returning Soul Tribe member. All right. Out here on the table, my loves, we already have two rows of energies, right? The first row of energy is our current energy cards. Keep in mind, beautifuls, the current energy that you're about to be tuned into may be past, present, or future. So you have to apply these energies in the time frame of which they resonate with you. Followed by these current energies, my loves, or our second row of energy cards, which pertains to thoughts of the mind or words, which pertains to these current energies. All right. I've already welcomed in the divine. Amen. I've already prayed and meditated. Welcome in the divine. Amen. Over these energies out here on the table. I've also welcomed in my holy and spiritual angels, along with my holy and spiritual ancestors of the seed and master reader. So we're all tuned in and ready to deliver to you what Spirit wants you to know at this moment in time. All right. All right, my loves. And so when it comes to the current energies, right? As I was channeling on this intuitive message, right? I was getting the song by Bon Jovi, right? You Give Love a Bad Name, right? Y'all know that song. You give love a bad name. Yeah, I was channeling in on Bon Jovi song, right? You give love a bad name, right? And so what I was getting out of that song, right? There was an energy out there who wanted this person when it comes to the first energy card, current energy card, right? There was an energy out there who wanted this person that the tree of life represents, right? There was an energy out there who wanted this person to be viewed as the one who gives love a bad name, right? And so it's like when it comes to this person that the tree of life represents, right? This person has within them spiritual gifts, right? Which were passed down to them by their ancestors, right? And so their ancestors passed down these spiritual gifts to this person, right? These gifts are like a bloodline gifts, right? These gifts, pertain to this person's bloodline, right? And so, so this person that the tree of life represents, right? This person just needed to start getting connected to divine, right? In order for these gifts to get activated, right? Within them, right? And so it's like once this person started getting connected to the divine, that's when all of these gifts that were within you and all around you, right, begin to show itself to the world, right? Just how strong and how powerful and amazing this person who has these spiritual gifts are, right? And so it's like it's nowhere to the top, but for this person that the tree of life represents, right? It's nowhere but to the top for this person. They have nothing but infinite possibilities going on in their life, but because it's like Spirit has always had favor over this person that the tree of life represents. Spirit has always had favor with this person, like all throughout their life, like ever since they were a child, right? And that's why their ancestors passed down these spiritual gifts to them, right? Because they saw the hand of God in their life. They just needed to connect, to the divine in order to obtain these spiritual gifts, right? That their ancestors wanted them to have. So that's what happened. This person got connected with the divine, and the divine ordained this person to have these gifts, inherit these gifts, and it's like now it's like this person is like, it's like everyone is knowing, right? Everyone can see that this person was ordained by the divine to do what they're doing with these spiritual gifts, right? And so that's what made this energy here, who wanted this person with the tree of life represents, that's what made this energy here, whom I feel is a feminine energy. I also feel that the person who the tree of life represents is a feminine energy. So there are two feminine energies so far. I feel like it's out here on the table, right? So that's what made this feminine energy here go peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? Because she wanted the person that the tree of life represents to be viewed as one who gives love a bad name, right? So once she saw how amazing and powerful this person is doing with their spiritual gifts, yeah, like I said, that's what made her go peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? And discovered that this person that the tree of life represents is a diamond in the rough, right? A rare one of a kind, a rare one of a kind energy, right? That this other feminine energy wanted to be under pressure and overlooked by someone, right? Come to find out, this diamond in the rough is turning into something great, right? Turning into something great, which represents the sword of truth, right? And so what I'm getting with the sword of truth card, this person may be, a reader or a psychic, right? This person have reader abilities or psychic abilities, right? And so on the bottom of the deck, when it comes to the first row of current energy cards on the bottom of the deck, and so once she discovered this person is a diamond in the rough, right? A rare gem, right? That's turning into something great, right? Because she holds the sword of truth. And so, like I said, she may be a reader or a psychic, That's what's giving this woman on the bottom of the deck anxiety, right? That's what's giving her anxiety. Because she's worrying about something she did. She's worrying about something she did, right? That's what this fear is about, right? She feared that she may be in trouble for something she did. And so she's concentrating on what she did. She's concentrating on what she did. And will this person, who may be a reader or a psychic, reveal what she done to someone, right? Reveal what she done to someone, right? Because as we head down here to our next row of energy cards, which represents thoughts of the mind or words that pertain to these current energies, right? As we head down here to this second row of energy cards, right? When it comes to this first card, which I feel is a masculine energy, right? The woman that's on the bottom of the deck, she's worrying, right? In regards to this masculine, right? Whose mind, right? Whose mind is thinking on this person that the tree of life represents, right? His thoughts are on this energy that the tree of life represents, right? And so, his mind is on, when it comes to this person that represents the tree of life, I can't stop thinking about you, right? Because like I said, this person that the tree of life represents, right? This person is looking amazing. They're just looking amazing, and this masculine is just amazed just how powerful and just how powerful and strong and how much knowledge and this energy has, right? This what's making this masculine can't stop thinking about this person. They just so amazed at how strong and powerful and how much knowledge this person has with their spiritual gifts, right? So that's what's making this masculine thoughts go on. I can't stop thinking about you, right? And so this masculine could have also been peeping. He could have been also been uh another one that went peeping through this person's Akashic records as well as this woman did, right? Both of these two could have went peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? And so that's why, when it comes to this card here, that's what made this masculine tell this woman who also went peeping through this person's Akashic records, we both know that I'm not the one for you, right? Because see, both of these two done discovered that this woman, whom I feel is a woman, right? A woman. Both of these two done, discovered that this woman is a diamond in the rough, right? A rare gem, right? And this other woman wanted this masculine to put this energy under pressure, right? And to be overlooked because of her, right? And both of them see that she's turning into something great, right? And so that's what made Bon Jovi's song come to mind, right? You give love a bad name, because the other woman wanted this woman that the tree of life represents to be viewed as the one who gives love a bad name, right? And so when it comes to this card here, this masculine this masculine's thoughts. This masculine thinks that the other woman, this is what this masculine is thinking about the other woman, I feel. Just being near you is intoxicating. So he done discovered who the toxic one is, right? Just being near you is intoxicating. So she was trying to put it off on a woman that the tree of life represents, right? She was the one. She was trying to make it appear to this masculine that she was the one who gives love a bad name. But this masculine mind is thinking something different. This masculine mind is thinking that this other woman that went peeping through this person's Akashic records like he did, he's thinking just being near you is the one that's intoxicating, right? I feel like he feels like this woman is the one that stifles him, stifles him, you know. You know how a person does when they stifle you? Every time you look, they're around or calling or, you know what stifling, how a person that try to stifle you is, that is intoxicating, right? Okay. And so, yeah. So I feel like his mind is thinking that she's the one that's intoxicating, always stifling him and toxic and things, right? Because he's now, his mind is now on this woman who holds the sword of truth, right? His mind is on, his mind and feelings are on this woman who holds the sword of truth, right? And so when it comes to this last energy card, this could be some incoming communication. This could be some incoming communication from the woman who holds the sword of truth, right? This could be some incoming communication from the woman who holds the sword of truth, or this could be some communication coming in from this masculine wanting to tell the woman who holds the sword of truth how I feel, right? So this communication could be coming from either this woman who holds the sword of truth or this masculine. We'll see once we get into the tarot which one of these two is going is coming in with this communication. We'll see once we get into the tarot. All right. And because when it comes to the bottom of the deck with this second row of energy, this last card, I want to tell you how I feel. Like I said, this could be coming from, I feel more like it's on the masculine's end. But like I said, we'll see when it comes to the tarot. I want to tell you how I feel. But it could go either way. It could go either from, because it is right under, this card falls right under the sword of truth, right? So this communication could go either way, right? Because on the bottom of the deck, right, this masculine's mind is this masculine's mind has convinced him that this is what he needs to do, right? So his mind done convinced him, right? I need to bury myself. I bury myself in work to forget you, right? To forget you. You meaning this woman on the bottom of the deck. This masculine has convinced his mind, right? I bury myself in work to forget you, and that's what's giving this woman anxiety, right? Because she feel like this masculine, the reason this masculine is burying himself in work is avoiding her, right? Is avoiding her, right? And so that's what she's worrying about. Is this woman that holds the sword of truth done told this masculine what she done, right? That she may be in trouble for, right? When it comes to this masculine, that's what that's what this fear is about. The woman that holds the sword of truth telling this masculine what she done, right? And that she may be in trouble for it, So she may be in trouble for it. And so that's what she concentrating on, what this person that hold the sword of truth done told this masculine. And is that the reason he's avoiding her, basically, right? So we can get into the tarot. Because she may be in trouble for what she... This may cause some type of trouble. This may cause some type of trouble between him and her, or this may cause some type of trouble, or she may be in trouble. It depends on what she done. I gotta be careful with these cards, y'all. This is my Wicked to the Core deck. So they're so slippery. We're gonna get ready to get into the tarot to see what caused this situation to occur when it comes to this woman that's having anxiety about this masculine finding out something she done, right? From the woman that holds the sword of truth, right? I feel it's a woman anyway. We'll see once we get into the tarot. And so that's what's giving her anxiety. She worrying about what is this gonna do when it comes to something she did, right? Which could be in regards to this masculine. So we're gonna find out as we get ready to get into the tarot. What caused this situation to occur, right? Let's put on the energy card, please. Let's put on the energy card, please. It's a big deck, y'all. It may be small card. It's a big deck. There's a lot of cards in this deck. These are my makeshift deck. All my tarot cards are makeshift. Yep. Just in case y'all didn't know, all my tarot cards are makeshift for me. Okay, I need an energy card, please. Energy card, please. Oh, no, don't want to look in there. Let's go into the energy card, please. You give love badly. I play my part and you play your game. You give love badly. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got it out. We got the first energy out here on the table. So when it comes to like I said, this energy who was out there, right? This energy who was out there that wanted this person who holds the tree of life to be viewed as the one who gives love a bad name, right? Okay, so it was this woman, right? It was this woman. It was this woman that wanted the person who the tree of life represents. It was this woman. It was because of this woman. Okay, it was because of this woman that's in the lover's energy, right? That's in the lover's energy with your person. It was because of this woman who wanted this person who holds who wanted this person that the tree of life represents to be viewed as the one that gives love a bad name. And it was actually this woman was the one who gives love a bad name, right? That's what made her go peeping in this person's Akashic records, right? Bottom of the deck, we got sleepless nights, right? So it was because of this woman, right, who wanted the person that the tree of life represents, right, to be viewed as the one who gives love a bad name, right? It was because of this woman. It was because of this woman who was in the lover's energy, right? With this other woman's it was because of this woman, right? It was because of something this woman said, right? It was because of something this woman who's in the it was because of something this woman who's in the lover's energy said about this woman, right? About this woman that the tree of life represents, right? And so that's why she went peeping in this person's Akashic records, right? And so that's why she went peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? Because because it was something, because she felt like that's why she went peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? Now, Spirit is saying this could be an older woman, right? But she felt like she could have felt like, that's why she went peeping through this person's Akashic records, because she could have felt like this was an older woman, right, with all of this knowledge, right? She could have felt like this was an older woman who had all of this knowledge, right? She could have felt like this was an older woman who had all of this knowledge, right? And discovered she was a diamond in the rough, right? And discovered she was a diamond in the rough, a rare gem, right? A rare gem. Oops, excuse me. And discovered she was a diamond in the rough, a rare gem, one of a kind, right? And so, so the Scorpio was felt like she could like, and so the Scorpio felt like she could, or this could have, let me back up, y'all. Okay, so the person that the tree of life represents, right, could be, you know, this woman, right? The person that the tree of life represents is this woman, right? Like I said, I felt like it was a woman. It is this woman, right? And so the person that went peeping through the Akashic records, peeping through this person's Akashic records, is this older woman, right? Who discovered that, uh, this person was a diamond in the rough, right? And so the Scorpio started feeling some type of way about it, right? That's why she wanted, this person that's a diamond in the rough to be under pressure, right? And overlooked by someone, right? Because this old Scorpio started feeling some type of way, right? About this person that was turning into something great, right? Who represents the sword of truth, right? Right? Because this person was heartbroken that this person was heartbroken by this person's masculine, right? This person was heartbroken by this woman's masculine, right? The person's heartbroken by this woman's masculine, right? Whose mind is on, I can't stop thinking about you, who is this woman that represents the tree of life, right? Oh wow. Yeah. Because this woman, right? This woman that the tree of life represents, right? Is this masculine's girlfriend. Yeah. This is masculine's girlfriend, right? And so that's what made this older woman go peeping through this woman's Akashic records, right? Yeah, that's what made this older woman go peeping through this person's Akashic records, right? And could have told this masculine, you know, and told this masculine, right? And told this masculine, right? And told this, then went back and, you know, could have went and told this masculine, you know, she either could have told this masculine she went peeping through this person's Akashic records, or she could have heard, you know, or she could have, yeah, she could have told this masculine about these Akashic records, right? This older woman could have told this masculine about his, you know, his girlfriend's Akashic records, right? And so, mm, and so this older woman, um, mm, this older woman could have been the one that conjured up, right? This older woman could have been the one that conjured up these dark entities, right? Um, this older woman could have been the one that conjured up these dark entities, right? Because this masculine told her, we both know I'm not the one for you. Once, you know, yeah, because she could have told him to go, you know, check his girlfriend's Akashic records out, right? And so that's what made this older woman conjure up these dark entities, right? Because this masculine could have told, you know, this older woman, we both know I'm not the one for you. And that's what made her conjure up these dark entities, right? Right? Because this Scorpio felt some type of way about this masculine's girlfriend being a diamond in the rough, turning into this, and so felt some type of way about this masculine's girlfriend being a diamond in the rough, a rare gem, right? And so she wanted this masculine to put her under pressure and to be overlooked, right? Um to spare her feelings, right? To spare the Scorpio feelings, right? And, you know, to spare the Scorpio feelings, right? And so, um, and so this masculine, and so this masculine, you know, and so this masculine was the one that has this, and so this masculine is the one who has this broken heart, right? Because he had to like spare her feelings, right? For, you know, his girlfriend who was a diamond in the rough, right? And so this masculine felt like he's the one that has this broken heart because he had to spare her feelings and put the girlfriend feelings and put the girlfriend under pressure. Yeah, put the girlfriend under pressure and overlook the girlfriend to spare the Scorpio woman's feelings, right? And so this masculine thinks that he's the one that has this broken heart when it comes to, you know, who he actually had feelings for, because he was sparing the Scorpio woman's feelings and was leaving his girlfriend who was a diamond in the rough, right? Putting her under pressure and overlooking her, right? Just to spare the Scorpio woman's feelings, right? And so it's like once this person's girlfriend start revealing who she really was, once this masculine's girlfriend started, you know, showing out with the sword of truth, that's what has this person heartbroken, right? That's what has this that's what has this that's what has this Scorpio heartbroken, right? Cause his girlfriend that gonna reveal a sword of truth, gonna tell this masculine, right? Um, ooh, um, that's what has this person heart. Okay, well, yeah, like I said, the masculine feels like he's the one that's going around with the broken heart, right? Cause the girlfriend that holds the sword of truth is heartbroken, right? Cause it's heartbroken because um he yeah, it's like the girlfriend who holds the sword of truth is also heartbroken when it comes to this situation, right? Cause she gonna reveal to him, right? She gonna reveal to him this spell work on the divine feminine, right? She gonna reveal to him this spell work on the divine feminine, right? Once this masculine tell, once this masculine, right? Because I said it was either this masculine or the person that holds the sword of truth, right? So it's like the person that holds the sword of truth gonna be heartbroken when it comes to this situation as well, right? Because she gonna reveal to this masculine, right? She gonna reveal to this masculine this spell work on the divine feminine, right? And once he communicate to her, I want to tell you how I feel. That's when this spell work on the divine feminine gonna come out, right? That's when that's when the spell work on the divine feminine gonna come out, right? Because this masculine is now a karmic masculine, right? This masculine is in karmic masculine energy, right? This masculine is in karmic masculine energy, right? When it comes to this girlfriend, right? This masculine gonna be in karmic masculine energy when it comes to this girlfriend and this woman, right? And yeah, and yeah, when it comes to this girlfriend and this other woman, right? And so it's like this older woman, right, that went peeping through this person's Akashic records, then conjured up these dark entities so that, you know, this masculine can be non-committal, right, to this energy that's a diamond in the rough, right? Because the Scorpio wanted this masculine to have this broken heart, because he had to spare her feelings, and right, and put his girlfriend, you know, and put his girlfriend under all this pressure and overlook her to spare her feelings, right? And so yeah, because this Scorpio woman was jealous of your relationship, right? And so she wanted this person's girlfriend to be heartbroken, right? She wanted this masculine's girlfriend to be heartbroken, right? Once he, you know, tell her, I want to tell you how I feel, because she going to reveal the spell work that was done on the divine feminine, right? She going to reveal this spell work that was done on the divine feminine, right? And you know, she going to reveal the spell work that was done on the divine feminine. And he, during the time, he going to be in, you know, communication of wanting to tell her how he feel, right? You know, how he feel about this sexually transmitted demon, right? So he's gonna be and this gonna be during the time that he's gonna be in communication with her to tell her how he feel, right? To tell her how he feel, right? And gonna be in, you know, and gonna have this sexual transmitted demon on him, right? And gonna have this sexual transmitted demon on him, right? And that's what's giving him these sleepless nights, right? Because he in his feelings. That's what giving him these sleepless nights, because he in his feelings, right? And so that's what caused this situation to happen, right? This Scorpio woman was doing spell work on the divine feminine and a common masculine, right? Right? To have both of these two, you know, heartbroken. To have both of these two heartbroken. To have both of these two heartbroken. Because his girlfriend holds the sword of truth, right? Once this masculine, you know, getting these energy of wanting to tell you how I feel, that's when the spell work on the divine feminine gonna get revealed to this masculine, right? That he has this sexual transmitted demon, right? And so that's what's making this masculine, you know, mind. That's what's making this masculine mind be convinced to, you know, bury yourself in work, right? To forget this woman that was on the bottom of the deck. To forget this woman that's on the bottom of the deck. That did conjured up them demons, right? So that this masculine could have this sexual transmitted demon, you know? Had this sexual transmitted demon on him. So we're going to pull 4 energy cards to see what affected this situation when it comes to masculine, right? Who didn't want to have his girlfriend heartbroken, but trying to spare this Scorpio woman's feelings, right? Should I take? I'll take them. All right, so we got 3 energies that came out, right? And so when it comes to what affected these energies when it comes to this situation, right? This karmic masculine, right? This karmic masculine was keeping you a secret, right? You who the tree of life represents. This karmic masculine was keeping you a secret, right? That's why he can't stop thinking about you, you know. You who's supposed to be this person's girlfriend, right? Because of this other woman, right? Because of this other woman, right? Which is this older woman that conjured up these dark entities, right? For this masculine to be in a non-committal, right? And so she could have given him this fake she could have told him to like give. She could have given him this fake apology, right? She could have given him this fake apology for peeping through your Akashic records, right? And told him, you know, you give love, you was the one who give love a bad name, right? And so he, you know, when it comes to this third, he was the one. So that's what made him want to be in the energy of setting the record straight, right? With this person that was jealous of your relationship, right? Because he feel like he was the one that was heartbroken for having to, you know, for having to put his girlfriend, who was a diamond on the rough, under a lot of pressure and overlooked to spare this Scorpio woman's feelings, right? And so he feel like, you know, his girlfriend who holds the sword of truth is heartbroken, right? Because she gonna reveal the spell work on a divine feminine, and he's wanting to tell you how he feel, you know, now that the truth has been you know, revealed about this sexual transmitted demon, right? Now that the truth has been revealed about spell work on the divine feminine and this masculine, right? That has this sexual transmitted demon, right? Because this could have been like a love story, right? A once upon a time, right? So, you know, this could be like a love story, is how he's feeling about this woman and about the woman who holds the sword of truth, and him, he's feeling like this was a love story once upon a time, right? He's feeling like this was a love story once upon a time, right? And you know, right, and now that he has this sexually transmitted demon, he's feeling like this is a love story once upon a time, right? That's how he's feeling about it. That's how he's feeling about it, right? And so this what has these two in their fields, right? This what has both of these two in their fields, because it's masculine feeling like if he had to use protection, he wouldn't have caught this sexually transmitted demon from this woman, right? And so that's what's giving him these sleepless nights. And you know, his mind just convinced him to bury himself in work, right? Because of what this woman who's on the bottom of the deck did, right? The spell work on a divine feminine, and him having this sexually transmitted demon that she conjured up, right? And so we'll finish this. We'll finish this up tomorrow, collective, right? We'll finish this up tomorrow because I don't have time right now. But we'll finish this up tomorrow, okay? Stay tuned for part 2.